Reacher Season 2 at last provides a concrete explanation for Roscoe's absence, but this flimsy justification actually makes things more confusing. Willa Fitzgerald's Roscoe was not expected to return in Season 2, given that Reacher's main character is a self-described vagabond who purposefully avoids forming lasting relationships with people and places. This was especially true given that Roscoe is absent from Lee Child's books. However, there were indications in the Amazon adaptation that Roscoe would make an appearance in Reacher Season 2. First of all, Roscoe gave Reacher her phone number at the end of the first season of Reacher. Secondly, Reacher's willingness to enlist the help of his Margrave allies was demonstrated by Finlay's appearance in Season 2. In the first 6 episodes of Season 2, Reacher seldom mentioned Roscoe at all, almost going out of its way to avoid mentioning her. Finally mentioning Roscoe by name, the man goes through from Reacher Season 2 Episode 7 takes a step further by providing a reason for her absence. Reacher decides against sending Marlo Burns and her daughter to Roscoe after discussing possible hiding spots and realizing that Senator Lavoie has already established a link between Margrave and Reacher. That implies, Reacher says, that his adversaries may draw the same conclusion, and that even Roscoe cannot protect the witnesses. Reacher's reasoning for not calling Roscoe seems reasonable at first glance. AM and Shane Langston are formidable foes with extensive networks. They could definitely link Reacher to the Margrave event and find possible friends in Roscoe and Finlay, with a little more investigation. It would be unwise to send Marlo and Jane to stay with Roscoe because of this. But in stating this, Reacher is essentially acknowledging that Roscoe is already in danger as a result of his conflict with Langston and AM. Reacher is conceding that in the course of trying to find Marlo and Jane, Langston's thugs might pay a visit to Margrave, and they might even have recognized Roscoe as a possible target. Roscoe is therefore in danger even if Reacher doesn't really involve her. Reacher should at the very least warn Willa Fitzgerald's character that trouble may be on the way, even if she is more than capable of managing things on her own. Reacher may perhaps gain more credibility by enlisting Roscoe as an ally, like he did with Finlay in earlier episodes, given that her safety is already at risk. Roscoe would be safer in Margrave with the 110 special investigators than by herself, and the heroes need more weaponry. Reacher's own rationale for not seeking Roscoe's help with hiding Marlo and Jane is the precise reason he should be desperately searching for that old Clark bar rapper. Reacher Season 2's many hints suggest that Richson's character has a more private reason for not phoning Roscoe, namely his budding relationship with Dixon. Soon after their reunion, Reacher and Dixon resumed their unrequited love from their time in the 110th. Though Roscoe was the more obvious choice, Reacher included Finlay in the inquiry for Season 2 not long after his first night with Dixon. Roscoe was still an active police officer and Finlay was flirting with retirement when Reacher last visited Margrave. Roscoe, then, was the logical choice if Reacher wanted someone to orchestrate a drugs bust. The protagonist then becomes noticeably irritated when Neagley brings up Roscoe in front of Dixon in Reacher Season 2, Episode 7, dismissing Dixon's inevitable questioning by referring to Roscoe as simply a friend. These instances imply that Reacher has purposefully looked for excuses not to get in touch with Roscoe in order to prevent any embarrassing situations with former and current romantic partners. Whatever strategic justifications he may offer for Roscoe's omission, Reacher's feelings seem to be influencing his choices more than he would acknowledge.